Hello and welcome to the first of hopefully many subsequent videos in Starbound and probably other games of a similar nature or not a similar nature, depends how this all goes. I'm new into recording game footage and what have you, so I'm going to be tinkering around in some single player first. I'm pretty new to Starbound. I've had a little bit of a tinker on a server with a friend of mine who should be joining me in some later videos. So I'm going to create a brand new character and going to go from the start, which will be painfully slow because of the only gripe I have on this game is the matter manipulator it starts you with makes you want to die inside because it's so slow. But other than that, this is a very fun game. It's a lot like Terraria, which was good fun as well. And I'm a fan of all games like Terraria, Minecraft, and now this is still in beta, so yeah, so I've gone for a Hloitl, and I've made a male because I am male, and so I'm just going to be lazy and cycle through a few randoms until something happens that I like. So my understanding is that the Hloitls are frog and or fish people. So yeah, I don't think that gives you any sort of in-game benefit though, although it'd be cool if it helped you swim or helped you breathe underwater or something. 1, 2, 3, that'll do. Tongue banana I think will pass. Sponge toucher. Gulplo, screw it, you know what? That'll do, noob face. One of my original usernames, as you can see, noobnator, noob face, so it's always a noob, which kind of reflects how I play games. So I'm going to be playing this game in sessions, I'm going to try and make this one last about an hour. Hello? I hope this is just taking a while and it hasn't broke. Ah, there we go. So yeah, the first one is going to be about an hour, and it will just be me. I'll break it up into a few episodes. So now it wants me to make a crafting table. Now I have my matter manipulator. So yeah, on your ship you have a locker, which is a pretty large storage container. You have your tech management system, which allows you have. You have some slots here which translate into your 4 tech slots here as well, which are like powers or abilities. Not sure why I've taken damage already. That's a bit confusing. 3D printer, I haven't actually got to a point where I can use that. Oh, I can pay to make a flag. That's different. So yeah, you interact with objects. You can either be right up close to them, or you can mouse over them and press E as the default to operate or sit in a chair or whatever. This would be your fueling station, which all I've gotten to in the game so far is putting coal in here to generate fuel, and then that'll allow you to travel to other planets and what have you. And then your navigation is by your captain's chair. Each race has got its own specific vessel, but they're all the same size. They just look different aesthetically. So you can either teleport down to the planet with warp to planet by standing on the pad and pressing the use key, or standing near the pad and pressing the use key. Then there's also the button I tend to use, which is just teleporting. But oh, that was quite fortune. Crappy breaker. What did it give me at the start of? Oh, huh. Well, that's a benefit. I've found a weapon straight out that's better than what I started with. So yeah, you start with the matter manipulator, which is a bit slow, but it's also what you use to be able to place blocks around, which I do like that you've got a system that in place that allows you to build things. You don't have to be stood on the block. So yeah, and I'm chopping down a tree. You'll notice with like plants and whatever else that as you're damaging them to fall down, they'll wobble from side to side, and also the direction you're facing will dictate with a tree which way it falls. Holy hell! I think this planet might have low gravity. Just gonna go out on a limb. I want this chest. So I got some logs, and I also got some seeds, which at the moment, saplings, sorry, which are labelled as to do. But I'm just going to take down a couple more trees, so bear with me. Then I'll knock up a couple of bits and pieces, and I'll then have a quick run, try and find some cobblestone for my first pickaxe. So yeah, this is quite a cool game. Like, there's a lot of variation in the planets. There's a lot of variation in the creatures, which I've seen in other videos. That I'm not the only person that that's referred to them on multiple occasions as Pokemon. Oh, there's lava right near the surface. That's new. Yeah, things being new. It's more common than not that you'll be unfamiliar with a planet upon arrival, than get going somewhere and just be like, oh, more of this, because it really isn't. I know it's all generated by just like X of this and Y of that, but there's obviously an awful lot of options for the game to be pulling from. So yeah, like I said, as you've seen, I've got a few characters already. Also in the game, you've got the foreground elements and the background elements. And the background elements, I'm not talking about like this painted area out here. I'm talking about like these blocks in the background. So you'll be using your left click to affect blocks in the foreground, like this. But then you'll use your right click to affect blocks in the background. This is the same for when you're building, as you'll be able to place blocks. Otherwise you end up with like a void behind anything that you build. And also you won't be able to you can't place blocks in mid-air. They must be attached by some means to another block, which I didn't know at first. As you can see, there's a few ores on screen. The orange one up on the right next to that creature is copper. There's also iron, which is the kind of the orange speckled brown ore. Oh god, it's hostile! It's hostile! Run! Oh god, damn it! Run! Run! Oh, actually, oh, don't jump into it. Oh, it's fine with the axe that I found. It's fine. It's fine. I've got this. Oh, there's another one. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2, shall we? Oh god. This gravity does take some getting used to. I think this is something that came down in the patch a few days ago. So it's going to take some getting used to. That planets will have their own different gravity. There's also, I've noticed, more common to have like pools of poisons. There's also supposed to be acid rain. Actually, speaking of pools of poison, you'll notice the green water that's just in front of me. There's a prime example of it. So in this game, when you initially spawn, there's no cost for it whatsoever. But when you die afterwards, you'll notice on the top right, I've got a pixel count, which is this. Pixels are like your in-game currency, which is used for building certain things. It's used for buying things from traders. It's used for using things out the 3D printer, etc. But also when you respawn, you will lose some of your pixels, which I see as kind of a payment. So yeah, as I say, when you initially start, obviously you don't pay anything, but mobs will drop pixels. You'll get pixels out of little white capsules. You'll get pixels from from murdering civilians. Don't question me. Or killing guards, because there's a lot of different dungeons in this game. There's let me think. Things that I've come across. I've come across like Aztec type temples, which is like the avians, the bird people. I've also come across the Florins. I've come across prisons, like underground areas, like prisons. Then there's the Apex, which is like the monkey people. I've come across research stations. I've come across an entire like office area, which I thought was quite cool, where they had like all workstations and stuff laid out. Then what else have I come across? I've come across just abandoned ruins dotted around. I've also come across small camps with what I can only assume is like bandits. Like it'll usually be a tent and a fire and sometimes a chest. Then the most difficult that I've come across was actually I found an anchor that was wedged into the ground, and then there was a chain running up, so I had to make a zigzagging pathway upwards to it, and it turned out to be a massive airship that was tethered to the ground. That was quite a tough battle with all the occupants of there, which it was strange because one of them turned out to be a gonna make a campfire quickly because I know I'll end up needing one. Make some oh yeah, something from there's been like a small update from Christmas. You can make like Christmassy things from the toy maker's table. I have one on my main account. I may make one on here. So I've completed the second quest, the first one of which was to pick up your matter manipulator, and the next quest wants me to make a bow so I can shoot monsters and try and get their meat. So I've got my crafting table. I'm going to put that straight down though, because I'm going to see if I've got enough material to make myself a pick. Oh, it's getting dark. That's something. The difficulty of creatures ramps up depending on the day-night cycle. I've already forgotten what I was going to do. I have a hatred of airborne enemies in this game because they're so annoying. Because they have a tendency of whenever you get near them and they engage you, they will just fly much higher than you can reach. Which on this planet is actually quite easy because... Stone pickaxe, need wood planks. Yeah, it's a lot easier because... Oh, hang on. I can already make a furnace. What do I need for a furnace? 54 out of 25. What did I need for my pickaxe? 10. Oh, I've got enough to make both. Right, sorry, I'm rambling away. Oh, actually, before I place this down, because it will change something, I hope that there we go. The bar that just popped up at the bottom is your temperature gauge. That obviously represents your body temperature, which it will plummet sometimes quite rapidly underground, depending on what type of planet you're on. Or at night time it will just start slowly dwindling. The other bar that you just saw was my food meter, so you've got to keep your character fed as well. So the furnace for smelting stuff, that will generate heat, so you notice that my temperature bar's gone away because it's satisfied. Then I am going to then create some wood planks. I accidentally searched EE because I'm a fool. There we go. Stone pickaxe, and I might as well make a stone axe while I'm at it. Then I'm just going to tinker around my inventory for a second. Don't need a seed on my hotbar. Yeah, there's using a hoe you can till the ground and... Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, once you get a pickaxe, I really don't think you need the matter manipulator on your hotbar. It's really it's kind of unnecessary. And torches go over there. So yeah, a stone axe will obviously make cutting down trees a hell of a lot faster. See, much quicker. And your pickaxe, but the stone axe seems to be the only like wood axe that there is in the game. There's lots of variations of pickaxe, and I think there's even things after pickaxes to go mining with, which well, I guess here's as good a place as any, really. Although, actually, before I start goofing around, I suppose I should do what the game has requested of me. And to make a hunting bow, I need, I think it's, oh god, yeah, that thing saw me. Unrefined wood, which I've already got 47 of over on the other side. That is essentially your logs. Oh, this is a nasty bugger. But yeah, unrefined wood and... I'm falling down a hole because I'm a fool. Unrefined wood and what I'm about to receive, which is vines which turn into plant fibre. which you can also get plant fibre from various just random bits of vegetation. Other bits and pieces, if you run around swinging a weapon and breaking stuff on the ground. I don't think none of this is. But some of it will sometimes just break and you'll get 1 or 2 plant fibres just from that. There we go. Hunting bow. So it's your basic hunting bow, but I think it increases the probability of food drops from creatures. I don't need that on there either, really. I suppose I could put down my chest hot, actually. When you die in this game, you don't actually lose any of your equipment or anything, but just like it, but like in Terraria, you'll end up with many chests for many different reasons. So, got to go and get some meat to cook because the game tells me so. Any creature, I think, is capable of dropping meat. I'm not sure if there's anything that will increase the oh Christ! Ah, he's put his friend. Run away! Oh no, they flanked me. Got him. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything that's going to increase your odds of meat drops, but as far as it goes with creatures. But I know that I was told. Oh no. Well, I think I might be able to demonstrate dying. Right. There we go. Meat? Yes, meat. Right, so I've got raw alien meat. So I think there was also a kind of a critical hit sort of region with your bow. You'll notice that when I'm drawing it, it will flash for an instant. If you fire in that, your arrow will do slightly more damage. Okay, can I cook meat on here? I don't know. No, I have to make another campfire. Okay, well, that was something I didn't know. As you've probably noticed, that your furnace, your crafting table and what have you, they operate as background element. Well, no, they operate as just a pass-through element, but you can stand and walk on them. The fire you can't obviously stand and walk on. Chests you can't stand and walk on, even though they are a foreground element. You can't place them in the background, I don't think. So yeah, I'm just going to nuke some steak to complete that quest. Boop, boop, and then chuck that up on my hotbar. You bring up. Oh, get rid of that. Next quest, oh, furnace. Well, I can solve that one quite quickly. But you bring up to see how hungry you are. Oh, and also your nameplate by pressing your left alt, or it could. Oh no, and either alt. It's either alt. So lesson learned on that one too. As I say, I am still learning with this game. This game's still in beta, so it sometimes blows up. So yeah, I've just cheated a little bit. I just dug up my old furnace, so I don't have to make another one. So I'll just plonk that back down. Oh, this planet's got quite a fast day-night cycle compared to others that I've seen. So my next quest is requesting me to smelt some iron. So, but first, God, this pickaxe is rubbish. I would like to. I'm going to convert all my wood into planks. Put those planks on my hotbar and create. Oh yeah, actually this will be. I can show you foreground and background elements, I suppose, for placing blocks. Oh, if you hold a shift key, you notice at the moment it's like a 2x2 block of wood. If you hold your shift key, it will reduce it to just a single block. For building, it's a lot easier. Right, so I'm taking my cobblestone. I'm holding my right mouse button and dragging upwards to make it as background elements. I'm making it 1 block taller than myself because doors, you occupy a space of 4 by 2 blocks, but doors are 5 for some unknown reason. You know what, I might as well also just fill in that because it's annoying. Yeah, that'll do. and then I'm going to put one up there. So because you can't place, I don't know if you'll hear me clicking, but you can't place blocks just mid-air. But because I placed that one piece of wood in the background, I can now attach foreground elements to it. So I'm just going to make myself a shack. I didn't mean to do that. Just go up here and correct it. Wow, this really is like jumping on the moon on this planet. Probably going to break my furnace. Oh no, I managed to do it. And get rid of it. Right, so I'm then going to do the same thing again here with background element, but I'm going to do it with wood. There we go. So, background elements. You can just background fill in with the 2x2 as well, like this. But obviously it consumes whatever material you're using a lot faster. So, this is my shack. It's your spawn point at the moment. It said in an upcoming patch that there will be, you'll be able to change your spawn point. At the moment, all you can do is set a home planet. You'll notice also that my teleporter icon has vanished from on the right hand side. That's because while there is something obstructing you overhead, you can't teleport anymore. And also I believe it's certain materials behind you, or just material behind you. But as soon as I step outside, it's back again, so I can teleport back to my ship. When I've built a house, I like to just jump back up to my ship and then jump back down, because then I like to make sure that I haven't made it so that I end up killing myself or anything by warping back down. Right, so iron. I haven't actually got a lot of health. That will be a problem, but now I've also got rid of all my wood. That's also a problem. Right, so I don't think I'm going to keep going this way, because it looks like death and horrible stuff, but it will be somewhere that I'll explore later. So I'm going to go back the nice green non-scary way for a nice new character. Right, oh, actually yeah, we've got some iron out. Oh, nuts. Well, I think this might be... Ah! No? No? Okay then. Well, as long as you guys stay there, I don't mind. You guys can stay there and moo to your heart's content, it's fine. Yep, moo. What am I going to do here? No, that's torches. I didn't want to get rid of the torches on my hopper. Right, so we're going to take dirt, and we're going to do that. So I don't have to deal with these guys, because I will die. I'm going to mine out some dirt. And now he's going to move and make it so that it's even more difficult for me. Nope, he's gone back. I like this guy. This guy, he gives up easy. Yeah, when you're mining above a vine, you'll have to destroy the vine before you can do anything with the blocks it's attached to. Which, I don't know if that's something that feels like there's something that they should fix, but it might not be as big a problem as I make it out to be. Run away! Run away! Run away! Actually, cheap tactic. Yeah, that's one way of getting away from enemies. Wait a little while. Could be safe. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Handled it. Handled it. Right. So come back here, and just for the sake of making my quest tracker happy. Oh, yeah, it will consume 2 ore to make any ingot of material. That's, I believe the only time that changes is when you come across diamond, and I think that uses 4 to make 1. You find like shards of diamond, and I believe that consumes 4 to make 1. Right. So, oh, yeah, quest complete, so I get another 10 pixels, huzzah. And the next quest, which will be a little while off because you need a lot of materials to make this sucker, you've got to make a distress beacon, which is quite a fun thing. So there we go. Right. Let's flatten the ground behind me and try and make it a bit more useful. Birds, don't attack me, please don't attack me. I've done nothing to your species. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let's just flatten this out. I'm going to turn this into a small tree farm, because I haven't seen any other trees in the short distance I've been on this planet. Normally when I've on my... Oh, Christ. That was the end of me. So that's dying, and then you respawn like this, as with this species being aquatic, tadpole, and then you just evolve just like that. That's how evolution works, isn't it? It's in a matter of seconds. Yeah. So that was death. Warped planet. I could set this planet as my home, but I don't really care to at the moment. Right. Oh god. Oh, it wasn't a hostile one. That item that has just been dropped is something part of that holiday. Oh Christ. The holiday event download thing. Oh, okay, then you just gently float back down to the ground. Oh Christ. Oh, I'm going to die again. No, not. Oh, yeah, you can get animal meat from melee attacks. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier on, but it's less common, I find, than hunting with your bow. And one of those badgers with herpes. I don't know what else to call it. One of those badgers with herpes is now in my cave. So we're going to let him keep it. He can stay in there forever. And we'll just dig this back out, because I want the copper. Because once I get enough iron, I will actually be using the first iron I get to make an anvil. Then I can upgrade my pickaxe. I'll also want a fair amount of coal for torches, because like Minecraft and what have you, you burn through... Oh yeah, you start off with a flashlight, and the flashlights are pretty damn useful. Poison! Where was I? Yeah, I'll be making an anvil and upgrading my pickaxe just so I can move around a bit quicker. I will be getting a lot of coal because you burn through torches very quickly. Haha, I said burn through torches. Yeah. It's turn night time again. That means this guy's probably going to be hostile. Yep, he's hostile. He's angry. He's... Oh. Like I said before, I'm not too great at this game, so yeah, it'll be a bit of a curve for me. My friend Jenkins, who's also a member of EVL Gaming with me, he will be coming on here, and that'll speed things up for the both of us. We'll make a little base, we'll try and progress through more of the quests, we'll try and advance up the tech tree because I've heard it's quite extensive. And this game's still only in beta, or whatever I said earlier on. But there's an awful lot of digging, which takes a long time with this pickaxe. Yeah, just as a cheap way of getting back up is... Ooh. Actually, no, on this planet a cheap way of getting back up is just to jump. But as I say, this isn't something I've come across before, but it's just making like 4x2 slots in the wall every so often. I'm just going to mine down. You'll notice also that from what I just did there, that your blocks, once you've started mining them, they stay semi-broken, I guess. They stay like that for a little while. So you'll see that these ones they kind of heal. After you hit them a few times, they'll heal back up again, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, I suppose. Just a bit strange. I don't think I can mine that stuff with this pickaxe, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to go around it. What's this grey stuff? I have no idea. It is ash. Oh, delicious. Whew. So yeah, as I say, I've played this game on another character for a little while. I think the last mission I did complete was the one requiring the beacon, so I do know what's to come. I've got a little bit more foresight on that one. Oh, we have glowing red down here. I can't be at the core of the planet already. Yeah, each planet, once you dig down far enough, you will just come across a core, which will just be a vast lake of lava in most examples. Oh, and I've come across more of, if Minecraft's taught me anything, obsidian around lava. I'd know if I had a better pickaxe. Yeah, you'll come across a vast lake of lava, and if you're quicker on the keyboard than I am, you won't burn to death instantly. So down, down, down. This isn't going as well as I thought it would do. I was hoping a lot of the planets that I've been on, I've come across ore a lot quicker. I haven't come across anything. I didn't want to spend all my time running across the surface of a planet, because that could end. What the heck was that? Okay, I think we're going to go left a bit. Just need to make an outcrop to stand in. There we go. What? Something lit up. Now either something was taking damage, because that can generate a tiny amount of light, in which case I'm interested anyway, or something I've never encountered before. No idea. But yeah, there's, I believe, I'm not sure if they have been or if they're going to be, but there's asteroids have now been implemented in the game as well. So when you're travelling with your ship, you can land on asteroids. There's also moons that you can land on, but obviously moons and asteroids and what have you haven't got atmosphere, so something further down the tech tree that than I've ever got would be... Oh, flashlight please. I'm guessing it was something that died in the poison. Wonderful. Oh, but there is some copper, so it's not all bad. Just check on my food ins. I'm fine. So just mine out some of this. I suppose I could do with some more plant fibre. I could always start making some bandages, I guess. Bandages on this, they give you kind of a regen buff, but it's only for a very short amount of time. I think it restores 2.5 bars of health. Oh, and that's just fantastic. One of my plant fibre just fell. Get my axe out instead. Yeah, something died because there's some of that Christmas event stuff over on the left hand side. I'm not willing to take that risk, so I'm just going to fill it in with dirt, because that's how liquid works. Also, sand and gravel, having falling physics in this game, they will operate like a sponge to liquids. They will just make it disappear where they fall, which can be quite useful. So what have we got up here? Anything? Nothing? Nothing. Okay, yeah, you can kind of scan the surrounding rock. Oh no, this is that purple stuff I can't mine. Oh no, I was wrong, it just takes a really long time. See, right now if I really wanted to, I could mine left, the lava would flow through this tunnel and it would just fill up other areas. But I don't know if that would be in my best interests, because liquids operate kind of weird at the moment on this, where they can fill upwards. So like they could come, I don't know why I'm gesturing with my hand, they could come down from one area, like say I've dug out a U, they could come down from one side and go back up the other to some degree, which I don't think's entirely accurate. But it's an alien planet, so I guess who am I to judge? So this has been thrilling for most people, I'm assuming, but this is, as I said, my first solo bit into this game. This will be the character that I use in future. I'll be sticking on Noob Face for any upcoming videos. I'll be getting my friend Jenkins in on the game. We might also have occasional drop-ins from other members of the EVL gaming group. We'll go on exploration. We'll probably end up killing all the inhabitants of planets, because that's how you take their stuff usually. Because a lot of the, like, when you come across prefab houses and whatnot, if you start damaging them or you start looting them, the inhabitants will often get a little bit irritated with you. So we take the initiative and we murder them all first. You'll also get a fair amount of weaponry from them by killing them off as well. You get a lot of money quite quickly from them. But also, referring back to the pirate ship that I came across that time, you'll also come across traders in hostile areas, which I thought was quite strange. When I was on the pirate ship, I was getting my ass kicked by everything in existence, but then there was one person that went buy, sell, trade, and so I went up and I pressed the use key on them, and sure enough a trade window opened. So whereas the rest of their crew was interested in nothing more than beating the living hell out of me, they were quite happy to take my money and let me hang around in their shop. So that can happen too. Just trying to get out of here now, because like I said before, you can't teleport while there's something obstructing you. Oh dang, I haven't mined far enough down. So yeah, so I was thinking that if this and my other videos do well enough and people would like me to, I'll try and lay my hands on a Minecraft server, modded or unmodded or whatever I feel like doing, or even just messing around in other multiplayer games. I'm just going to make a bit more of a roof each side so that, yep, there he goes, because their field of vision is like arched. I don't know why I'm putting crenulations up there. So yeah, there's a fair amount of games that I've got on my Steam library. If I've got them and I feel like messing around with them, I might do some filming. I might not. Yeah. So with your furnace, as I said, it's 2 for 1 bar. So I'll get 8 out of this. Then oh yeah, just before I end this video, just something else to mention with your stats. I'm not entirely sure the benefit of like back and I'm guessing eyewear, something I haven't come across, but back on my other character I came across a scroll. It doesn't do anything, it's just an aesthetics thing. I don't know if you can find anything that does give you a bonus. The icon here would suggest a jetpack, which would be awesome. Then you start off with a couple of clothing items, which you'll notice that this one's giving me 5 health and 1 like weather protection, which is like resistance against cold. Then the trousers are giving me no health, no armor, and 1 weather protection. I've got nothing on my head, but then I could put on armor, or I could put on like winter clothes, and I would put them in these slots because they're the stats that get applied to you. This side is for aesthetics, so you can have really ugly but really awesome armor on this side, but you'll come across clothing in the game which you can apply this side, and so you'll get all the stat bonuses will apply over here, but you can make your character look like a ninja if you want to, or a pirate, which is how I've done my character. I haven't found anything to do with the pet slots. The trash, as soon as you drop an item on there, it is gone. It's dust. There you go, ash, because I don't want the ash. Gone. There's no, I don't think, oh no, you can retrieve stuff if you're quick enough, but as soon as that bar's down, gone. There's no way of retrieving it. It is gone. So I'm going to call that my first video into this, in my shack. I will probably pick up the next video with Jenkins. I might not. I might continue on with this if anyone thinks this is going okay with me just being solo. But I hope people will enjoy me faffing around in games. If not, I'll see if I can find anything else to keep you guys amused. So I'll call this video here, and I'll see you guys in another video.